Hi everyone. Today we will continue for the parallel ledger accounting configuration. In the last video we have configured parallel currencies. Few of the parallel currencies we have configured for company code V001, and we have also learned about the org structure in parallel ledger accounting point of view, right? So there were two currencies which currency was not getting updated in the settings. So first of all, let me show you that what it was, that FINSC underscore ledger is the transaction code. So two currencies, hard currency and index currency, were not getting updated for our company code. Even though we have updated the currency type, but the currency was not getting updated. So first of all, let us fix that one. Go to V001. Right here you can see group currency is updated because this has been derived from SCC4 settings. But the currencies for hard currency and index based currency, this field was not updated. So these currencies are also getting derived from some other settings. So let us see that setting first of all today, and then we will continue for the parallel ledger remaining settings. So I'll go to the new session, go to SPRO, SAP reference IMG, and above platform, then go to general settings and then go to countries. So basically these two settings, these two currencies we maintain at country level, right? So define countries and regions. So select the country IN India and click on detail screen. Right, so here you can see there are two fields. This is index based currency and this is hard currency. Until unless we don't update any currency in these fields, so the currency will not be updated in the ledger parallel currencies. So we need to update the currency here. So say for example, I want to update currency. Okay, I want to update euro as my hard currency for my company, for my country India, and then index based currency also will take some currencies other than like our group currency and currency for other countries, for other company codes, right? There we have AUD for Australia, USD for USD is for USA. So we can try here SGD, right? SGD, Singapore dollar, index based currency. These currencies, index based currency and hard currencies, are very rarely used in some of the European countries where they have more fluctuation in their home currency, right? So for reporting purpose they will maintain a more stable currency here in country level, which is called like index based currency or hard currency. So hard currency type is 40 and index based currency type is 50. So we will update this and we are going to save this. Let us close this session and I'm going to refresh this once again. FINSC underscore ledger. But we want to test multiple currencies, so that's why we have given the hard currency and index based currency. Click on currency conversion setting for company code, then select your company code. Now can you see the currencies are updated here, right? Earlier these currencies were missing, even though we have updated the currency type, but currencies were missing. Now these two currencies I have updated at country level, euro is the hard currency, SGD is the your index based currency. So now we understood what is the logic, how these currencies are derived from different settings, right? Alright, so nothing to be saved here. Okay, what I want to experiment is that I want to create one more currency type, because SAP says that you can define 8 more freely definable currencies for your requirement purpose. So let's click on currency type. I want to define one currency here, some currency type, because which is not available in SAP, right? In SAP we have those few currency types, 30, 70, 40, 50, 90, like that. I want to define one currency type, say like I want to define 9Z. And this currency can be, okay, let's say for V001, some description. Ideally this should be a very much meaningful description, but for our test purpose this is fine, so that we can recognize that this currency has been defined for V001. Okay, so 9Z V001, and this is a company code specific conversion. Press enter, click on save. So we have defined one currency type 9Z. Okay, now this is a currency type. What would be the currency for this currency type? That we are going to define in this setting, currency conversion setting for company code. So let us go again there, and here we need to create one more entry here. So click on new entries for our company code V001, and now let us see the currency type which we have created. We can see here, right, 9Z. Select this, press enter. Okay, so this currency, how we will get this currency also we will see. First of all, let us complete remaining settings, and then we will see how this currency will be derived. Okay, and save this setting. Okay, so for time being we are leaving this field as it is. The currency is not updated here. We will come back and see some other settings, and then we will see if this is also getting updated or not. So as of now, if you see, for our company code we have how many currencies? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 is your company code currency. So in total we have 5 currencies. So we can prepare reports in 5 currencies, but currently we have a problem that this Z9 or 9Z currency type doesn't have any currency code updated here, so that we will check. Okay, before that, now go to ledgers, and this is the 0L. 0L means, see, there is no difference, everything is same only, but for 0L you will see this tick mark here, right, this checkbox. This would be checked here, then this becomes leading ledger, and there cannot be more than one leading ledger. In a client, in a SAP system, there is always single leading ledger, but non-leading ledger can be a number of non-leading ledgers. So you can see here there are so many non-leading ledgers people have created, but in like your client system, definitely these entries will not be there. Whatever you create the non-leading ledger, like 2, 3, 4, 5 maximum, right? That is the requirement basically. So those many ledgers only you will see in the list, otherwise you will not see so many other entries in this screen. Okay, so 0L. So let us select 0L and click on company code setting for ledgers. Continue. Now I have not assigned this company code here. This is automatically assigned, as we have seen in the in the last video, right, in the table FINSV underscore F4 underscore LD bookers, there I just given the company code and I saw that leading ledger was assigned here, there, right? So same thing here, even though I have not assigned this company code to the leading ledger, but this by default system defines, it will assign by default. Now we can see the currencies. This is your local currency. Where this currency comes from, you can see in my first chapter, right, in this series, config series, config guide, there is the first video in which I create the company code and I mention a currency. So that is called your company code currency. So whatever currency you maintained over there in that screen when you create a company code, that becomes your company code currency. And then group currency, right, here also we have not given this 30, I have not given, right? So if you see a previous video when I create the controlling area, right, that time we got a pop-up message that additional FI currency has been added for this company code, which is 30, because 30 is the currency type we have given in a controlling area. So this is not editable field, this is by default derived from your controlling area currency. Okay, then we have freely definable currencies here. So how many currencies we can define? So you can see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 type of currencies we can define. Then what we have fiscal year variant at company code, right? When we configured fiscal year variant and we assigned it to our company code, that was K4, and that is at leading ledger level. Okay, then posting period variant also, nowhere we have mentioned that this is for leading ledger, right? We were just doing the normal configuration, standard config steps we were following. We defined company code, we defined fiscal year variant and posting period variant, and we have assigned to company code V001. But by default system will assign these settings to leading ledger. Okay, so that's what we can see here. If you scroll to right, so what do you see here? This is called first FI currency, which is your local currency or your company code currency. That is your first FI currency. Then what is your second FI currency? That is your group currency. Okay, these two fields will get automatically updated here. Now the third FI currency. In SAP we have table BSEG, which updates the line items. So in the BSEG only 3 currencies will be updated, no matter how many currency types you have for your company code. Per document for all the line items we will find only 3 currencies updated in BSEG. That is the old table from ECC, and that will be continue. Still it is there in S4HANA. Apart from these tables we have ACDOCA table. In the ACDOCA table all the currencies will be updated, but in BSEG only these 3 currencies will be updated. So what is the importance of this? In asset accounting, when we configure asset accounting, then we will understand the importance of these 3 currencies. Okay, and there can be different use case for these 3 currencies. Okay, now let us give here currency type. So these here what we have defined was the currency conversion for company code. Now we are going to assign the currency types in the ledger. This is our leading ledger. In leading ledger we are going to assign the currencies. Okay, until unless we assign these currencies here, this will not work for us. So whatever the setting we have done for the currency conversion setting, it has no linkage to your ledger. This is a like common setting we have done under this company code. If these all the currencies, then this is how the conversion should happen. Okay, but if you want to update your documents or your reports in different currencies, then those currencies we have to maintain at ledger level. So first we are going to update for leading ledger level. then we will create non-leading ledger, and there also we are going to update currencies. So as of now, how many currencies we have? We have 5 currencies, right? Company code currency, group currency, hard currency, index based currency, and fifth one we have created freely definable currency, which was 9Z. Okay, so now let us assign out of those currencies we want to assign here. Company code currency, group currency are already here. Say if I assign here hard currency, what happens? This is some message, so say continue. It is saying that if you are changing this, there should not be any transaction in the system. This may create some inconsistency. So basically, yeah, this is our fresh setting. Now you see here, third FI currency is updated as 40. Now let me go to detail screen. Okay, now what we see here, this is my first FI currency, this is second FI currency, and this is third FI currency, right? Okay, now let us go back. Okay, come this side, and we are going to update all our currencies. So I'm going to update 50 also, and I'm going to update 9Z also. Press enter, say yes, again yes, and again yes. We have given 3 currencies. Okay, see, we are getting a message here. What it says: please define currency code for currency type 9Z, company code V001. Because in the currency conversion setting, if we remember, we have updated the currency type, but currency code was missing. So now let us see what message we are getting here. Okay, it's the same thing only, but we don't know how to define that. So we will see where we can define that currency code. Okay, so this is just a warning message. We can save it. Okay. Alright, so now let us see the detailed screen. Okay, so we see first currency is your company code currency, that is INR, right? This has been taken from company code configuration. Okay, and the base currency would be document currency, right? So document currency can be anything. So based on that, this currency will be updated. Again, this will be updated based on the exchange rate which we maintain in OB08. Then second currency is 30, which is your group currency, which is USD. Third FI currency is hard currency, which is Euro, that we have maintained in the country setting, right? Okay, so third currency we have maintained in country setting. Then currency type 50, which is SGD, that also we have maintained in country setting. And all these currencies are taking the base currency as company code currency for the currency conversion. So this is your source currency type to make the conversion of any amount into these foreign currencies. Now this currency type as of now has no code, so no issues. Let's save and go back. Okay, so setting has been saved. Now go back. Okay, now this ledger is being used for which accounting principle? So that we need to create here. Go to accounting principle and your company code B001. So that we will see later. We have to first define the accounting principle. As of now we are not doing anything here. Okay, and yeah, click on ledger. This is some warning message, we can ignore it. Now we are going to create one non-leading ledger for our company code. So click on new entries, and as we saw here, we have non-leading ledger as V1. So V1, this is only 2-digit alphanumeric we have to give Volvo, because the same ledger would be used for all the company codes. So we have 3 company codes in different countries, we will be using that. Okay, as of now we will just do this much setting, we are not going to touch any other settings. Okay, and then save this setting. Okay, the problem is that this ledger has already been created by somebody else. Let me see. V1. Okay, somebody has created this one, so let me create as I will create this as Z1. Okay, and same thing I'm going to update in the sheet here. This would be Z1. Okay, once we create the ledger, okay, so whenever we create a ledger, or like whenever we create a non-leading ledger, system will by default create a ledger group with the same name. So that is the message we can see here, that ledger group Z1 is created only with ledger 1. In this ledger group there is only one ledger is assigned, which is Z1. So what is the importance of this ledger group and how do we use that, we will understand in the coming chapters. It's very important. Config setting basically is used in asset accounting and ledger specific postings. So for now let us continue. Alright, so ledger we have created. Now we are going to define the company code setting for this ledger. So double click on company code setting. We are going to assign our company code and rest of the settings like currencies, right? Those things we are going to define here. So click on new entries. Company code is V001. Press enter. Now you see all these currencies are copied from leading ledger. In the leading ledger we have specified all these currencies, right? So these are being copied here automatically. And even if you see the fiscal year variant is copied from leading ledger, but few things we are going to change here. We want which fiscal year, so check here. Okay, so we want V3, which is April to March for India company code. Okay, even though system has copied the one from leading ledger, but we are going to use V3 because that is the requirement for the local reporting, right? And that's why we have different ledgers, parallel ledgers. So where is V3? This is V3, April to March with 4 special periods. Okay, then we have posting period variant also, separate posting period variant for each company code at non-leading ledger. So PPV1 is not yet created, so as of now I'm just saving this one. Okay, what it says, you have changed the fiscal year variant K4 to V3, and that's fine totally. That is the requirement, so press enter and save it. Okay, so before we proceed further, let me go ahead and create these posting period variants. Okay, at the one go I will create all these. Okay, so go to new screen, SPRO, SAP reference IMG, financial accounting, global settings, and ledgers. Then we have this one, define fiscal year and posting periods. So fiscal years are already existing there, V3, V9 and K4, so we don't have to do anything, but we have to create the posting period variants. So define variant for open posting periods. So let us define the variant. It is just one 4-digit code and the description. So PPV1, PPV2 and PPV3. So I can give a suitable name here. Okay, so I would say posting period variant for V001 Z1. So Z1 is what? Non-leading ledger. Because for our local requirement we are going to use non-leading ledger only. Leading ledger is being used for group reporting, which is IFRS. Okay, so for all these three company codes, I said this is my posting period variant for company code V001, which is in India, or let me say India. This one is Australia, and this one USA, and then ledger, non-leading ledger is Z1. Just save this. Alright, so this setting we have done. Minimize this, and now let me go here and change it. PPV. Okay, so I have to come out because this screen is not yet refreshed. So let me just come out from here. Again go to FINANCE LEDGR ledger. Continue. Select your ledger, which is V1. Okay, not V1, basically it is Z1. Select Z1, double click on company code settings, and here in this ledger we have company code V001. Okay, what is this message? So yeah, this message still we are getting. Document splitting is active for this. Activate profit center counting. Yes, that is also pending. We will do that. That is part of your controlling, but profit center is now part of finance. So since we have document splitting active and we want balance sheet at profit center level, that's why we made the splitting characteristics profit center as mandatory, right, and zero balance settings. So before you post any document, we have to activate the profit center accounting in the another SPRO step. So we will see that. Now I'm going to change posting period variant PPV1. It's there, right? Okay. So now what happens at non-leading ledger, my reporting would be from April to March. So what is the combination now? If you see, the reporting would be based on these two combinations, ledger plus company code, and then this posting period variant, and this is the fiscal year variant. So all the documents which I post in SAP, any kind of document, that will be posted with these two combinations, and that's why I can use the same non-leading ledger for different company codes. So the documents at the level of ledger Z1 will not be duplicated because the documents would be uniquely created at this combination, company code plus ledger. Okay, that's why there is no need to create separate non-leading ledger for all your three company codes, and we are going to use only one non-leading ledger, and we will assign all these three company codes here once we create all those three company codes. Okay, Alright, so yeah, and we are going to save this. Okay, come back and let's continue and create the accounting principle as well. Okay, so for that we go to ledger, and then we have not ledger here only, parallel ledger accounting or parallel accounting. Okay, so expand this. Now define accounting principle. So let us see, there are so many accounting principles are created. We are going to create, as of now we are going to create two accounting principle. Okay, one would be for IFRS, so IFRS 00L Volvo. This is my accounting principle at leading ledger level. This will represent as IFRS accounting principle for Volvo Group. I'm going to save this. Okay, so let me update here. What is my accounting principle? This is called VIFR. Right. Okay, we will also have accounting principle at non-leading ledger also. Okay, so that we will create later, or we can create now also. Okay, so say VIS Indian Accounting Standard, IAS Z1, and I would say Volvo. This is for Indian Accounting Standard. This is for Indian Accounting Standard. So let me update it here. VIAS. As of now we have created one, and we will see later on if we need to create more. Save this setting, go back, or let's close this one, and now in this screen select your company code, click on accounting principle. Oh no, first let us go to leading ledger. Come out from here, continue, come out. Okay, FINSC underscore ledger. Okay, continue and select your leading ledger is here. Select leading ledger, click on company code settings. Your company code is V001. Select this and then click on accounting principle. Okay, accounting principle for ledger and company code. Right, this accounting principle would be with combination of ledger and company code. Right, with combination of ledger and company code. We have one more setting for accounting principle that would be at ledger group level, so that we will understand later. So let's click on new entries. Okay, what is the accounting principle which we have created? That is VIFR for IFRS, because 0L we are using for IFRS. VIFR. Right, and we are going to save this. So this is just for information purpose, otherwise this doesn't have any control, and at ledger level we should be assigning only one accounting principle. Okay, so yes, but by seeing this we can make out like 0L is being used for IFRS purpose, and Z1 is used for local accounting principle. Okay, now let us go back and select the ledger G1 and click on company code settings. Here, okay, V001 is selected. Now click on accounting principle, go to new entries, VIAS. Now let us save this. Okay, we are done. Now what is left is that we have done parallel accounting setup. As of now we have done, and if you see here also currency 3 is updated. Everything is fine at non-leading ledger as well as at leading ledger level, but only problem is that our new currency code is not getting updated, so that we will figure it out and I will update in the next video. So thank you so much for watching, giving your time. I hope you learned something new, and please like, share and subscribe. Please give the comment, let me know what are the topics you want me to cover and if you have any suggestions. So thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye.